Hello, and in this video we're going to go through the music technology component for producing an analyzing exam. This is the sample paper that was given out by Edexcel, and yes, I've got my chords here. I've got all my stuff here, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is read the front page. So if we look here, it says setting up time. You've got about 10 minutes at the beginning to set up your project, set up your for the exam. So if we look here, open a new project in your DAW using a 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz sample rate. So that will basically mean opening your DAW. I'm going to be using Logic, and so just give that a minute to load up. And you can see here the first thing you want to do, and this is something I always tell all my students, is that when you start a piece of work, save the project immediately as a name, because that creates a folder where all the elements for the project will reside. Okay, so first of all, just start off with some audio. So put that in there, and that's our first track. Now, if I go back to the exam paper, if I can find it, where is it? Not that one. Where is it? There it is. Carry on here. It says so save the project comp4 underscore your candidate number. So I'll just save this, save as. I will save it as a folder. So comp4 your candidate number 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then we save that as a folder. So that's that. You've got a few minutes to do that. We've still got a couple of things to do. Go back. It set the metronome to 131 BPM. That's easy enough. Sometimes you have to go down to custom here to get the BPM, but we can do that there and just type that in, 131. And next we have import drums.wav to a new track in your DAW, aligning with the beginning of bar 1. So let's have a look at that. I think I've got that here. Here we go. Drums, WAV. So we bring that in, and that will just come in, import. It's already got the data, actually. So here we go. Let's have a listen, see what we got. Okay. So that looks about right. So let's carry on through this. Ensure the drums are audible and play in time with the metronome. The drums begin at bar 2. You must not open the paper until you instruct to do so. So you've got 10 minutes to do that. I did that in about 2. So it shouldn't take very long. Okay, let's carry on to the next question. First question. Identify the quantized values used in bars 2 to 8. Put a cross in the correct box. Okay, so 2 to 8, which is this area here. And let's have a look. So if you zoom in, if you double click on it and zoom in and look at the editor, you can see that every beat is divided up into 4 divisions, and a whole bar makes up 16 divisions. This you can see here. So you can see there's everything pretty much lines up with one of these lines, and there's 16 of them in a bar. So you should know that that means that it is a quantized of 1/16. There you go. So that's the first bit. So the second one, you have to actually draw something now. Draw the drum part for bars 8 on the piano roll editor below. So bar 8, let's have a look. Bar 8 to 9. So we'll just bring that there. There we go. So we have to identify the elements. So you listen to it through 2, 3, 4. I mean, what you could do is you could try and recreate it using a drum machine, and let's have a quick go at that. So if we just create a new track, let's just create something really straightforward. We're just going to use an ultra beat just because that's really easy if I can find it. There it is, stereo. Okay, create, and let's just go through this. So I can pretty much hear it's called, what we know is a 4 to the floor. I'll just create an empty region here. And it gives you, the good thing about this is it gives you all the names of the things of these sounds. So you see here, C1 is a kick drum. So that's information that you need to know. Okay, so will there be a kick drum? If it was MIDI, it would be on C1. So let's just put the velocity up for that. It's not amazing sound. Let's see if I can just find a bit better one. Let's just use 909 banks quickly. There we go. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so then we've got some kind of clap there or snare. It's a clap, it's a snare. So that's coming in on the 2. Bap, 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 bap. Okay, and then we've got the hats here. So we've got an open hat on the offs, which is, if it's a house beat, you should know this. So it would be something like, is that right? Yeah, you see those opening hats, you need something to cut them off. So it'd be something like that. But these are quieter, so we change velocity on those. Maybe let's put them on the, is that the pedal hat? No, close hat. Let me just have a listen to this. Right, so there's a ticket, there's a little quick one there. Yeah, and we've got some Okay, that's not there, that's there. And that's there. We've got one on the ones that didn't. I think that is it. So let's listen to that. Well, this is a bit longer. That open hat's a bit longer because of the sound. But you get the idea. So that's it, and that's what you would draw in. And let me just check that. We should, let's see if that is the same as the answer that they give. Yeah, they've just done 3 open hats here instead. So yeah, the only difference would be that. And that's how you do it. So you've got to use your ears there, but you can use the drum machine to help you with that. So let's carry on with the questions. We've got, in bars 10 to 17, the drum part has an intrusive resonance. Remove this resonance. Okay, so bars 10 to 17. Let's go to there. Where we go, 10 to 17. Let's have a listen to it. Right, so that sounds like somebody's left a click on. So we've got to use an EQ. So double click on the EQ and try and find that frequency. So you go quite high. There it is. So find it like that, and then back away. Yeah, and then you use the cue to really sharpen it up. But you might, you know, it's slightly quite wide, but I mean that's pretty good. I mean, yeah. So that's what you want to do. So if we just look at the answer there. Let's see what they're looking for. They're looking for a narrow Q EQ, which is what I've done. So you got to find the frequency first by boosting. The EQ is being used to fully remove the resonance, but other frequencies have been affected. Well, I don't think so. Yeah, so essentially that's what you've got to use. You've got to use the Q function. That's what they're really looking for. And once you've done that, then you need to bounce that off in the correct way. So that would be, you would essentially create a box around create a loop around the whole area, solo out the drums, and bounce it as a WAV file. Make sure it's a WAV file, 16 bits, 44.1 interleaved. Okay, and then name it. And what was it saying it was named? I can't remember. Your name, Q1, your name. So you'd go Q1 candidate number. Bounce. And that's the first question.